Welcome to this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck. This past Saturday, a handful of residents held signs around the center of town combating a rash of promotional stickers that were appearing around the area from the Patriot Front white nationalist group. The stickers reportedly said "Reclaim America." Members from the Bridgewater Citizens for Civility and Respect stood out as they have when incidents like these occur. Some of the signs said "No to White Nationalism" and "No Place for Hate." According to the Bridgewater Independent, the group said there were many honks of support by cars driving by, but there were also a handful of protesters against the group, and one person shouted "Trump 2020" at the group as they drove by. Coming up on December 9th, the Bridgewater Citizens for Civility and Respect will host a forum titled "Being Neighborly, Finding Common Ground." This invites residents to come discuss some of the issues of the election coming up next November, civilly and respectively. From Bridgewater State University, Professor Emeritus Mike Krasanik will moderate this forum, which will take place at 6:30 at the Bridgewater Public Library, once again, coming up on December 9th. Last week, some of the local veterans from around Bridgewater were at the Senior Center for a special luncheon, thanking service members and family members of those who have fought in wars from World War II to more recent conflicts. Elected officials were in attendance, as was the town's veterans agent, Roddy Walsh. Those in attendance were thanked for their service and told about how the town would support the vets moving forward.
Every community has a sense of community service, because a lot of people in each individual community around Massachusetts and around the country have people in their community that have served, that have given the ultimate sacrifice, and are continuing to serve. Bridgewater is not alone, and as long as I'm involved in the community, I'll always be available and helpful and do what I can to help.
Some may have been in attendance last month for Part 1 of a Parks and Trails orientation. Coming up on Thursday night, Part 2 will take place at the Academy Building. You may remember Jeff Fowler described what these meetings mean for the parklands here in Bridgewater. We're going to show you the video, which does feature an earlier date, but Part 2 is coming up this Thursday night.
Are you a Bridgewater resident who likes to walk, tent, fish, picnic, bicycle, canoe, or kayak? Did you know that Bridgewater has a parkland system consisting of 6 parks set aside for these very activities? The town of Bridgewater is in the process of hiring staff to coordinate volunteers in the maintenance and stewardship of our parklands and trails. Volunteers are needed to help keep the parkland system viable in Bridgewater. A kickoff orientation event will be held on October 17th in the Bridgewater Academy Building from 7 till 8 p.m. A follow-up and more advanced session will be held on November 21st at the same time. Your attendance at this 2-part series will accomplish 2 things: education on the parks and what they have to offer, and ensuring that town leaders understand the importance of the park system and the need to protect our parks while seeing their full potential. Join us on October 17th. We hope to see you there.
Once again, it takes place in the Academy Building inside the Council Chambers, and we'll have replays on BTV and BTVAccess.com, which is also where you can watch Part 1 of this 2-part meeting series. December 1st marks the countdown to Christmas ramping up, and a tradition starts the day off with the annual Breakfast with Santa taking place from 8 to 11 at the Senior Center. The event is sponsored by the Bridgewater Academy Lions Club. A $7 donation is being asked for kids age 11 and up, $5 for seniors age 60 and up, and for children ages 3 through 10, a $2.50 donation. Kids under the age of 3 get into the event for free, and there will be free Santa photos with your camera that are available from 9 to 10:30. All proceeds benefit local scholarships, community programs, and other Academy Lions charities. For more information or for tickets, you can call 508-697-6663 or email balions@comcast.net. To talk about Part 2 of the day on December 1st, which has gained more and more popularity, our cameras caught up with the BBA president, Nick Palmieri.
The Business Association really has, for so many years, since 1984, exemplified bringing businesses together in a common goal, and that goal is to not only to illustrate how we are part of the community, but really how the community is really supportive of businesses. So one of the things that has helped us are events like this. We, since probably the last 15 years, with our Bridgewater Business Association Assistance Fund, which is where the dollars, by the way, anything we earn from events such as this and Christmas on the Common go towards, we have put out well over $125,000 to help families in the area that are in need. And you know what? That can happen to anyone at any time. And we understand, businesses understand that probably better than most. So you should be coming out here, hopefully, and enjoying this. Being part of the community, getting together. It's a good place to bring your kids because there are so many different little events. Mr. and Mrs. Claus and the Christmas event. It's a great place to really enjoy Bridgewater.
Weather pending, we're taking Bridgewater Now on the road for Christmas on the Common. We'll be there during the event, recapping some of the local holiday festivities happening for the Bridgewater Now Holiday Special. This past Thursday night saw the Tinsley Center of Bridgewater State University packed for its annual Midnight Madness event, featuring the introduction of the BSU men's and women's basketball team with the spotlights on the teams before the season began. There was also an announcement for the winner of the university's Crimson Pride Challenge, which raises money for each team through fundraising efforts. The winning squad was the BSU women's lacrosse team, who raised $13,036 during the 3-week challenge. And through other prizes that were awarded during the challenge, they added on to that, so the team's going to get a total of $19,000. This wasn't all about the athletics, though, at the event, as students took part in a pie eating contest, a dizzy bat showdown, musical chairs, and a hula hoop competition as well. We'll have more from the night during a weekend full of basketball coming up at BSU. The university's Cave Classic tournament takes place this Friday and Saturday, 2 women's basketball games on Friday and 2 on Saturday, and the men's basketball team will play a game on Saturday as well. That's 5 games in 2 days, and we'll have coverage on the Bear Sports Network, and we'll have replays of the BSU games on BTV and BTVAccess.com. On Tuesday morning, 7 BR athletes signed their national letters of intent to continue their academic and athletic journey. The high school held a signing day where the students signed on and will play at Division II institutions, and 1 student athlete who will be playing in Division I over at Harvard. We have the full National Letter of Intent presentation from the high school available on our social media channels. Thank you for watching this Bridgewater Now update. I'm John Luck.